Welcome to Knight Stadium at Southern Virginia University Facilities women's soccer match featuring the Brevard College candidates and your Southern Virginia Knights. President Morgan and the Southern Virginia staff thank you for your support of the student athletes and coaches participating in today's contest. The NCAA and USA South Athletic Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or intimidating actions directed at coaches, players, officials, or any other team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco is strictly prohibited. Please stay away from the playing area and team bench areas. Thank you for your cooperation, and go Knights! In accordance with tradition at Southern Virginia University, we will begin with a word of prayer, which will be offered by Joanne Mirabal. Dear Father in heaven, we thank you so much for this beautiful day. We thank you for this opportunity that we all have to be here and to watch this great soccer game. We thank you for the safe arrival of Brevard and pray that they'll be able to have a safe travel back after the game. We pray for a blessing upon all the athletes, the officials, and the coaches, that they'll be able to perform to the best of their abilities, and that no injuries will fall upon anyone. We love you, Father, and we say things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Let's go, Knights! Go, Knights! Go, Knights!
And now, for your starting lineup, starting for the Tornadoes, number 3, Ciara Prochelli. Number 8, Olivia Guillermo. Number 11, Sophia De Pascal. Number 13, Julia Needleman. Number 17, Finley Mosley. Number 19, Michaela Zevekin. Number 22, Michaela Edwards. Number 27, Michaela Rubin. Number 28, MK Smoke. Number 33, Skylar Pettibone. And number 0, Abby Nunez. The Tornadoes are coached by Juan Mastro and assisted by Juan Mastro Jr., Sally Riggin, and Taylor Langman. And now starting for your night, number 2, Courtney Montez. Number 4, A-Dad. Number 6, Lucy Skidmore. Number 8, Essie Schneider. Number 10, Zoe Warner. Number 15, Ashley Hamblin. Number 16, Jolene Peterson. Number 20, Emily Rosenbaum. Number 33, Natalie Glazer. number 40, McKenna Curry. And then also announced number 0, Beth Manuel. Tonight was coached by Rob Ball and assisted by Blake Stokes. Now we will all please rise to take the flag for our nation's national anthem. Thank you, and go Knights!
Come on, Knights!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Knight Stadium on the campus of Southern Virginia University. There's plenty of excitement here today in anticipation of this gigantic matchup of unbeaten teams as Southern Virginia University hosts the Brevard Tornadoes in what will determine the USA South regular season champion. I'm Colby Kemp, and I am joined today in the broadcast booth by Francisco Ramirez. Francisco, it's a great fall afternoon out here, but right now all eyes there on the field waiting this matchup. It's been delayed a little bit. We expected a 1 p.m. start time, but here we are, and this is going to be an exciting matchup today.
Indeed it is. It's literally going to be two undefeated teams. You're going to battle it out to get to see how literally it's going to be like a little preview of what's going to happen in the conference finals. This is a prediction of mine, but this is going to be a match for determine who's going to take place on which turf is going to take, which is going to be here at Southern Virginia University or in Brevard College.
Yeah, I mentioned conference tournament. It's going to be starting here a week from today. Actually, both teams, they have this matchup here, and then both teams play one more match during the week. I believe Brevard, they will be matched up against Pfeiffer. And Southern Virginia, they do have to travel to third place, Mary Baldwin. But at the moment, both teams, they're 3 games clear of Mary Baldwin, who sits with 3 losses. So a lot at stake here today as these teams prepare to kick off. As we await, we'll go ahead. I will run down the starting lineups. For Brevard, in goal is Abby Nunez. She is joined on the field by Chiara Porcelli, Olivia Guillermo, Sophia Di Pasquale, Julia Needleman, Kinley Mosley, Michaela Zavekin, Michaela Edwards, Michaela Rubin, MK Smoke, and Shyler Pettibone. And for the Knights, in goal will be Beth Manuel, and she'll be joined on the field by Courtney Montez, Haley Gadd, Lucy Skidmore, SD Schneider, Zoe Warner, Ashley Hamblin, Delynn Peterson, Emily Rosenbaum, Natalie Blazer, and McKenna Curry. As Brevard, they will kick off to begin the game, and Southern Virginia has already taken possession.
footwork that's going on with Gad.
Francisco had a chance to chat with Coach Dahl earlier today. He said that they will work a lot east to west, looking to open up some seams in this Brevard defense. Meanwhile, Brevard, they typically they clog the middle, and they look for Zavekin using her speed to make some long runs and try and hit her over the top.
We're trying to create an opening, but looks like no one was quite there in the middle.
Coach Dahl.
Blazer passing it to SD Schneider.
Coach Dahl mentioned that their goal will be to have a lot of possession here in this match.
A lot of contact going on right here, Colby. This is going to be one quite physical matchup right now.
It'll be interesting to see how the referees allow that as the game progresses. You know, right now in the first couple minutes, perhaps they're just kind of getting a feel for the teams, how they want to play, what's going to happen, as we do see a foul called against Brevard. Southern Virginia with the restart. It's SD Schneider there at midfield.
Great little pass back by Montez. Natalie Blazer trying to look for someone. As she does, she finds Gad. Gad was trying to find Zoe Warner, but didn't quite get there on time.
Now Brevard, there's a ball forward, but that is just beyond the reach of Kinley Mosley. That'll go all the way back to Beth Manuel. The Knights with the restart from goal.
Beth Manuel getting a little bit of touches on the ball.
This is Beth's first game back after suffering a little bit of a knee injury a couple weeks ago, so not bad to send the ball back to her a little bit just to get some touches and get a feel back for her game.
Glad to have her back. So glad to have her back.
So far, Knights are able to do what Coach Dahl had talked about, kind of maintaining possession here. Francisco, if you look at the stats, you might look and think, wow, this is going to be a really offensive game. There might be a lot of goals scored here, because we've got the top 3 scorers in the conference out here on the field today. But, you know, two teams like this, you know, goals are going to be hard to come by.
Yep.
Southern Virginia with an early corner.
It's going to be Montez going to be setting us up. She got the go. Oh, just off by Schneider.
A little bit of a low service, but Schneider was right there, coming toward the far post. Just kind of not able to get a great touch on it, so it'll be a goal kick for Nunez. To Lynn Peterson, she leads the conference in scoring with 11 goals. And then Zoe Warner and Michaela Zavekin of Brevard, they each have 9 during conference play.
Wow. Yes, to tell it's going to be offense versus offense.
But both teams, they've got some pretty good defenders out there on the pitch as well.
Natalie Blazer trying to look for Warner. Warner looking for McKenna Curry.
Yep, freshman McKenna Curry.
Did you know that McKenna Curry is also known as Big Mac? People call her Big Mac.
I did not know her nickname was Big Mac.
Thought that's a fun nickname to have. Maybe she likes McDonald's.
You know, We'll have to ask her when we get the opportunity. Both teams playing a little bit of ping pong at the moment. Ball going back and forth.
Here comes Warner. Looking to drive in. Here comes 90 Blazer. Trying to look for an opening. But Brevard are trying their best on their defense, trying to block it. And as they did, stop Schneider from coming through.
Good defense by Rosenbaum, stepping up there. And Manuel, she's got to leave her line as the ball a little bit in no man's land there in Brevard's final third.
Mosley looking for someone. Lucy Skidmore going for a pass, but it's going to be, the ball's going to be out of bounds. Lucy looking for Warner.
Long ball forward. It's Rosenbaum giving chase. It'll be a throw in for Southern Virginia. Delynn Peterson tries to split two Brevard defenders. They're able to hold.
Snyder trying to look for Lucy. Lucy Skidmore, but seems to have slipped a little. But the Tornadoes going to be holding the ball. Lucy Skidmore looking for a pass to Warner, but the Tornadoes are not backing down from this one. Gad trying to get rid of the ball. Trying to pass it, and here comes Big Mac trying to go in, but no good.
Knights pull it back, and that's Esty Schneider. And Haley Gadd steps up from her defensive position.
Brevard is doing such an amazing job at keeping that defense solid, not letting the Knights trying to go into the scoring position. A little save by Manuel.
Not sure that Mosley meant to send that all the way forward like that. She did have Zavekin making a run toward the far post. Nevertheless, Brevard back with possession. Mosley once again, she'll send one across. And defended there by the Knights. It'll be a throw in for Brevard.
Michaela Edwards will be looking for a pass, as she did. Montez looking for Big Mac.
Coach Dahl said that this is going to be a big chess match here between him and Coach Mascaro of Brevard. A lot of respect between these two coaches with two strong programs in the USA South as Courtney Montez makes a run.
Oh, and a save by Abby Nunez.
Shot off the left foot of Delynn Peterson. Looks like a timeout on the field. Looks like the referees are going to come together. Not quite sure what was going on there, Francisco, but looks like we're ready to get back to the action.
As Nunez is going to start taking it off. Good little back kick by Ashley Hamblin from Vineyard, Utah. Gad looking for someone. And so it's going to be Knight's ball. Hamblin passing it to Schneider. Schneider passing it to Warner. Hard kick going in, but looks to Nunez up to the save.
Good vision there by Montez, sending that forward. Looks like that was Delynn Peterson making that run into the box. Mosley, well defended by the Knights. Curry.
Looking for a reset, passing it off to Manuel. Great little pass off. Matty Blazer. Trying to look for a save here. Skidmore looking for Blazer, but great little kick from Julia Needleman.
Have a throw in for the Knights. Near side, deep in their own defensive side of the field. Manuel. Brevard wins possession.
Warner looking for a ball. But Brevard doing a great job. Trying to stop the flow of the Knights. And looks like it's going to be Knights ball. Skidmore looking to reset, looking for Schneider. Schneider actually drives in. Trying to look for an opening. And she passes to Big Mac. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Courtney Montez. Will be taking the corner kick. Looks like there's going to be some switches out. Natalie Blazer subbing in. I have Mattia Murray coming in at number 7. And a kick. Great save by Abby Nunez.
Good corner taken there by Montez.
Indeed. What a good little curve of the ball. Oh.
And there'll be a foul on the far side. Looks like they're going to get Dylan Peterson. Michaela Edwards defending that ended up on the ground. No whistle, Peterson for a foul. And the aggressive play continues there.
And I feel like there's going to be more of that's coming from in the later future of the game.
It'll be interesting to see once again how the referee manages this game and manages that contact.
But I do feel like that the refs do know that this is going to be one competitive match coming in at 2 undefeated teams in the conference. Nunez trying for a block.
Punched.
And they're still going. Saved by Nunez. Oh my goodness. Little scramble going on there for the Tornadoes and Knights. But Abby Nunez coming in for the save. Wow. Guarantee everyone was on their feet at that time.
You had Haley Gadd send that in off the set piece. Nunez came up to try and punch it out, but it actually ricocheted off of a Knight player back toward the goal. So you had the scramble there. And at some point, there was a Brevard defensive player. I don't know if you saw that, Francisco. She was right on the goal line, and she was able to, save the ball from going.
Keep the ball from passing the line. Oh, coming in, and no good. Nunez being in a good position where she needs to be.
Nunez, she comes in. She's the top goalkeeper in the USA South. Has the best goals against percentage. At the end of the day, both these teams also very good defensively. Each team has only given up 3 goals during conference play.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, Francisco, for the Knights, all 3 of those came in the same game. It was their conference opener against NC Wesleyan. The game they ended up winning by a count of 6-3. So in their last 6 games, they have not given up a goal in conference.
Just shows you the competitive. Oh, and I believe it was a nasty contact going on there. A big fall from Mattia Murray. Refs coming in to check on her. It looked like she banged her head there. And Mattia, and she's all good. Good applause going around from the crowd. Montez trying to bring the ball back. Oh, footwork by Montez going for a kick, but it's going to be no good. Great little footwork that's going on here for Courtney Montez, who was a senior from El Paso. We have 2 players going down, but the refs are going to allow it to continue. Murray passing it for Montez. Warner with great footwork coming in.
And that
Kayla
ball
Rubin.
will head out over the sideline. Be a throw in for Southern Virginia. Francisco, we started seeing maybe a little bit of a momentum shift here the last couple minutes here as the ball has really been on the offensive side for the Knights here for the last few minutes. We have 20 minutes gone in this first half. Still 0-0.
Brevard doing a great job on the defensive side. A little footwork going on for Mattia Murray. Gonna be looking for Warner as the ball's still in.
Good effort by Warner there to keep that from going over the end line. Keep it in play and the Knights' possession.
Great block coming from Kira Berpelli. Stopping Montez from getting the ball in. Gonna be a free kick.
I think the referee got Porcelli there being a little aggressive with her defense.
Brevard College trying to close the gap. And it's gonna be no good.
A long shot off the left foot of Michaela Zavekin. She made a good long run there.
Indeed. Good effort by her. Trying to hopefully build some momentum from the Tornadoes.
Coach Dahl talked about the speed of Zavekin, and she showed it right there, along with her ball possession skills.
Haley Gadd with the ball. Passing it to Courtney Montez. Courtney trying to look for someone as she finds Mattia Murray. But it resets it to Ashton Haplin. Essie Snyder looking for Emily. Emily with the little forward going in, but the kick will be no good.
Going to be a corner kick once again. So the third corner kick of the match so far for the Knights. Brevard's yet to earn a corner kick.
We gotta love corner kicks, Colby, because anything can happen.
Looks like that's Courtney Montez over there.
Going for a kick, and look, Lucy Skidmore trying to look for a header. Warner trying to look for Mattia Murray. But Nunez off with the save. A little Little header going on there. Just press a little forward, but the Knights were there at the right time. Kayla Edwards trying to claim the ball. Knights coming in for a drive. Looking for a kick. Oh, and a miss. Great play by the Knights.
DeLynn Peterson once again able to get into some space. Of course, it was a great pass by, it was Esty Schneider, right, that opened that up there on that far side. Sending that ball to DeLynn. She made a good cross. A little too high. Zoe was coming in trying to get the header. But also Mattia Murray right there.
Yep. Just off by a little smidge.
The student section is serenading President Corden.
No one can cheer better off than the men's volleyball team, the national champions.
It's good to see a good crowd here. It's the first day, fall break weekend. But still got a good crowd, and of course, the men's volleyball team. They're always happy to be seen at all the events here on campus, right, Francisco?
Oh, indeed. You have the spirit that no one else brings.
Addie Newman onto the pitch for the Knights.
Passing it to Lucy Skidmore. Lucy took a little fall there. But great to have Lucy Skidmore back because she was going off for a foot injury. Glad to see her back on the field. They're going to allow Beth Manuel to take the ball. Passing it to Hallie Gadd.
Knights were a little fortunate there. I think you had Zavekin on the far side. She had Mosley in the middle. And then also Michaela Rubin was making a run kind of at the end here on the near side. There was a lot of space, but that pass for Zavekin was just a little too far out in front of Mosley. It looked like the Knights got out of there a little bit easier than what it looked like they might as that play was developing.
Looking for a kick, looking for a pass here. And she does. Looking to reset it as Manuel will take the ball. Big Mac recovering. She passes it to Lucy Skidmore, but Skidmore Addie Newman taking possession of the ball. Looking for Warner. Great little footwork going on with Addie Newman. As the Tornadoes
once again, Brevard looked to have some space to operate in. But again, the ball was sent a little too far forward, so the Knights get a throw in here. That was good footwork. Last possession by Addie Newman there, getting around Skylar Pettibone. Julia Needleman sending the ball forward for Brevard. Ball is out of bounds, so Knights have the throw in.
Out of bounds again, but this time it's for the Knights. Ball will be for Brevard, as Michaela Edwards will take possession.
Looks like there is a sub for Brevard. Needleman will go out and in her place. Get that player's name for you here momentarily.
So Skidmore trying to stop the ball, but couldn't quite control the ball there. But it looks to me that Lucy Skidmore, like I said before, Colby, that she just came back from an injury. So right now she's just trying to get back her momentum.
Good to have her back at full strength, especially for this big game.
Oh, indeed.
The sub came on for Brevard is number 18, Carissa Jenkins. Also, there are two subs there. Kinley Mosley out, and Natalie DeBella also onto the pitch for Brevard.
Brevard, they're coming in for the offense, but it's going to be no good. But Michaela Edwards seems to recover from it. Montez doing a great job in getting the ball back. Looking for a little push there.
So the foul is given by the referee. It's going to be about 22 yards out, just on the far side of the field. So a great opportunity here for the Knights.
Yep.
As we approach 12 and a half minutes left in this first half. As we are accustomed to, Haley Gadd will come up to take this free kick. Referee marks off the 10 yards. And Nunez sets up her wall. 3-player wall in front of her. Gadd takes it short to Rosenbaum.
Brevard shutting that down.
The Knights retake possession. Good defense, as you'd expect from Haley Gadd. Montez battling two Brevard defenders. Ends up going out of bounds. Throw in for the Knights. McKenna Curry's going to be substituted out. And on in her place is number 14, Ashley Kelsey. First time we see Ashley this afternoon. Lynn Peterson with a shot.
And Nunez with a great block.
That developed rather quickly, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
So the Knights now with their 4th corner kick. Saw the influence right away of Ashley Kelsey.
Kayla Edwards looking for a pass, but it's going to be no good. It will be Knights ball. Kayla Edwards, great job at stopping the ball from coming through.
Kiara Porcelli also with some good defense. But the Knights right back on the ball.
Oh, and Amanda. And Abby Nunez. The ball kind of slipped out of her hands for a second, but managed to recover it.
Knights maintain possession. They play it back to their defensive line, looking to set up. Brevard able to take possession.
Brevard looking to see if they can seal the deal here.
DeBella battling with Hamblin, and Hamblin comes away. Now the ball pushed forward. Zoe Hamblin, or Warner, will bring it across midfield. As we are now under 8 minutes remaining in this first half.
Brevard looking for a reset. It's going to be Knights ball.
So far, Francisco, this match really going the way Rob, Coach Dahl talked about, knowing where he wanted to maintain possession, and limit the possession that Brevard has. As Brevard now, Zavekin ahead of her defender.
It looks like Brevard are coming through. Looking for a kick here, but it's going to be no good.
So far, Southern Virginia has outshot Brevard by a count of 10-2 now with that attempt there. So really the Knights been able to execute their game plan, maintain possession, get some shots, and not allow Brevard to hold the ball for a long period of time.
Long passes, strides for the Knights. But Michaela Edwards coming in to stop that from happening.
It's been a good matchup to watch here so far this afternoon. Michaela Edwards playing defense on Delynn Peterson.
Great little pass there. Brevard trying to seek out to get the ball in, but it looks like it's going to be stopped. And great job for Emily for blocking her out and getting the ball possession as we needed.
Rosenbaum, another player that Coach Dahl able to get back from injury. He was excited to have her speed on that back line to help with Zavekin.
Lucy Skidmore just slightly missed the pass there.
She was a little upset with herself, just a slight mistouch.
The thing about Kobe is that you got to realize that she has to remember that she's just coming off an injury for a long period of the season that she's been out. And so I would understand. I would feel a little annoyed at myself if things are not coming quite my way. But at the same time, you got to be patient, let the things flow naturally, and things will come. But of course, this is an important game, so there's going to be some pressure involved. And it looks like it's going to be offside.
Tough play there by Ashley Kelsey to win that ball, like you mentioned. Actually, not offsides. It's like a free kick going to be coming up for the Knights. Haley Gadd. She'll take the free kick. Ball into the area and headed toward goal. Abby Nunez right there.
Always putting herself in a good position for the ball not to enter the goal. Great little footwork going on there for Mattia Murray. Brevard trying to take a little action here. See if they can get something going. Just under 2 minutes. Kayla Edwards stops the possession. Ashley Kelsey getting some good action going on here. Great effort by the player.
1 minute remaining here in this first half. The men's volleyball team will count down the final 60 seconds of the half.
pass there for the Knights.
And a foul given there as a Knight player hits the ground, Ashley Hamblin. And that will bring us to halftime. Francisco, pretty well played first half, exciting to watch. Nobody found the back of the net as we remain in a tie, 0-0. But like I said, overall pretty well played for the first half and pretty exciting to watch.
It looks like it's going towards, just like what you said, going as according to plan for Coach Rob is making sure that Brevard is not handling the ball offensively and keeping them away from their side of the goal. And it seems that it's going really well. But at the end of the day, they're going to regroup, trying to change things, change some game plans, and see what's going to happen for the next half.
Coach Dahl, his game plan, his defensive game plan, Knight's back line is very good. Got Haley Gadd back there anchoring that line. But what he said is, they can't score if we have the ball. And that's what they're doing so far. Knights, again, 11 shots, 7 of them on goal. Brevard, just 2 shots in that first half with none of them being on goal. So Knights are really doing a good job at executing the game plan that they had planned. So we'll go ahead and take the break and invite everybody to join us back here shortly for the second half.
Alrighty, folks. Let's get ready for our halftime show. 3 volunteers put on the field. What lap tickets?
Want to welcome everybody back here for the second half of Southern Virginia University women's soccer. The Knights, they're hosting the Brevard Tornadoes here at Knight Stadium. I'm Colby Kemp along with Francisco Ramirez. Francisco, scoreless tie there through the first half. So the second half here is going to determine, who is going to get that first place nod here on the regular season. Of course, we don't play overtime or penalties in college soccer, so there is a scenario that we could end up with a tie.
I do like to see penalty kicks, though. I would love to see those.
Well, it's not going to happen tonight. Who knows what will happen, if these two teams match up in the conference final. There could be penalty kicks that evening if that were to happen. But certainly we could see this end up in a tie. And both teams will just have to deal with that and be all right with it and figure out what the tiebreaker would be. Abby Nunez all the way to midfield, taking the free kick. She'll hustle back to her goal.
It seems like she's got to hustle really quick because unlike the first half, Knights were pretty much, they had all of the ball percentage of the first half. But let's see what Brevard has got in store for them for this half. And it's going to be a score from Brevard.
Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication and misplay by the Knight defense. And Michaela Zavekin was able to gather the ball up and shoot it past Beth Manuel into the right corner. And so just like that, 1:10 into the second half, Brevard takes a 1-0 lead.
Brevard finding they're sneaking their way into that, which was awesome for them. Way to set the tone for the Tornadoes.
Yep, that did not take long. We talked about this. They strike fast when they strike.
That's the scary thing about a soccer game is that just one small mistake, anything can happen.
We go through 45 minutes of scoreless soccer in that first half, and then just 1:10 into the second half, Brevard finds the first goal of the match. So the Knights now will be playing uphill as they search for an equalizer. And if the second half goes anything like the first half, it won't be for a lack of opportunity, Francisco. As the Knights, they had 11 shots in that first half, 7 of them that were on goal. So they've created opportunities, and I'd imagine they'll continue to do so.
And it looks like it's getting the Knights' attention for right now. Looks like Brevard is definitely gaining some confidence after that goal.
It definitely looks like they're playing a little quicker and a little more confident, as you would expect, after getting a goal like that to take the lead.
Ball. Michaela Edwards doing a great job. Katie Glad. Looks like going to the goalie for a reset. head pass for Courtney Montez.
Looks like referee has a handball. I think that was on Montez. So Brevard with a free kick, but not before Abby Nunez gets her shoe tied.
Looks like Nunez will gonna go ahead and take the free kick. Brevard going in for the push here.
That was Michaela Rubin with the pressure. Almost came away with it. Francisco, we're seeing the Knights struggling a little bit to get into their offensive rhythm here in the early moments of the second half.
It looks like Knights are gonna go trying to look for an opening, but ends up losing control of the ball. And I think you're right, Kobe. I feel like they're a little bit desperate right now.
Maybe a little shell shocked at giving up that goal early.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you give that, it's easy to press as an athlete, right? You know you have to make up some ground, so you start pressing. But there's still 39 minutes left here in this second half. Plenty of time for the Knights just to play their game and create some of those opportunities that will give them the chance to score, you know, that goal to tie it up.
I just would like to know what is going through the Knights' head right now. These athletes, what's going through their heads? Like, what do I got to do? Or what? It's either are they still in shock, or they're a little bit feared, or worried on what's going to happen. But I feel like their game plan as of right now, what they need to do is to stay calm, know that there's still time on the clock, and reset. But that's if the Brevard is still maintaining control. Because like I said, anything can happen in the second half.
And not only can anything happen, but it can happen quickly, as we've already seen here. So once again, you know, a reason for the Knights to stick with the game plan because it worked for the duration of that first half. Great defense by Haley Gadd as she was battling for the ball against Michaela Zavekin.
Hey, Glad. Look at the push forward.
Schneider with some good footwork.
And way to maintain that position going against number 13 on Julia Needleman.
Knights are
And
going
a
to get
kick
a
for
shot.
the Knights. It's going to be no good. Knights here trying to look for their momentum, trying to build their flow into hopefully scoring.
Shot off the leg of Natalie Blazer. And that was an example of what we were talking about, Francisco, where just stay in your offense, stick with the game plan. And Natalie had a wide open shot there, about 20 yards out was a good shot.
Zoe Warner really trying to commit to the ball. Abby Nunez will be taking the free kick.
McKenna Curry doing a good job. She lays that off for Montez.
Montez passes it back to Big Mac. Montez trying to go for a kick and nothing would happen. Knights are trying to create the pressure against Brevard. Roy Warner driving it in, but Brevard doing a great job on the defense. Montez trying to look for a kick and saved by Abby Nunez. Looks like the Knights are gaining that momentum, Colby.
They're starting to work a little bit better on offense, maybe settling in a little bit now after that goal. Still, the Brevard defense, you know, that shot came from so far out. They're giving up a little bit of space. You know, that shot by Montez was from about 25 yards out. Knights, I feel like they're going to need to push that a little bit forward, try and create some space. Be able to get a little bit closer. It's going to be, I believe it had to take a really good shot to beat Nunez in goal from 25, 30 yards out.
Oh, indeed.
Zoe Warner trying to turn the corner there, just couldn't quite while being defended. So it was a throw in for Brevard. Knights already retake possession, send it all the way back to Manuel in goal. So they'll reset, come up the far side is Hamblin. Knights doing a good job of possessing the ball around midfield, letting goal scorers work, looking for some space. Almost appears, Francisco, that Brevard pulling everybody back a little bit and really clogging their defensive half right now.
Oh, yes. It looks like, just like you said, Brevard are going to take it into a defensive mode.
Of course, they're never in a fully defensive mode with a player like Zavekin and her speed. Still got to be mindful not let her get loose in the empty space. Corner kick for the Knights, so here's an opportunity.
Montez going it in. It's going to be no good for the Knights.
Natalie Blazer, the Knight that was able to get up and attempt a header off the corner.
For a free kick.
Ashley Kelsey, and she affected the game in a positive way for the Knights on offense in the first half. So right away, she gets the ball in the middle of the field. Referee moves the ball back a few yards. Free kick for the Knights. 31 yards out. Looks like McKenna Curry.
The kick's going to be too far off.
A wide right. McKenna unable to get the foot on that one the way she wanted to. So goal kick for Nunez.
Brevard look for a kick here. That's going to be no good.
Substitution for the Knights. Esty Schneider will go off, and it looks like Tia Murray back on for the Knights.
A little off-putting for Montez, but seems to hit the ball right in time to Curry. Warner trying to look for an opportunity for a kick. But Michaela Edwards blocking that position, but here comes to another corner kick for the Knights.
As we've talked about, Francisco Knights now, they've been able to create consistently some opportunities now here in the second half. Second corner kick of the half.
Knights for an opportunity for a goal, but going to be no good.
Lauren Madsen, the Knight player, taking that shot. Michaela Zavekin. A dangerous offensive possession for Brevard.
Yeah.
Defended well by the Knights.
for a great pass here, but seems the ball to be out of bounds.
Give a Ruby here for a moment. 3, 2, 1. Still on Ruby. And back to Keene.
Courtney Montez looking for an opportunity.
"25 minutes remaining in the half in this match."
Knights trying to look for an opportunity for an opening. Montez for a far kick to Peterson. Oh, and snatch out of it. Michaela Svekin trying to look for an opportunity here. Wow. Svekin had 3 defenders on her and still went off for a kick, which I think that's incredible.
Well, she had a lot of determination there. Haley Gadd came over initially, was able to slow her down. But Zavekin still split the 3 defenders, was able to get a shot toward goal.
Free kick here for Brevard.
So Brevard now, they'll have a free kick from just over 25 yards out. Knights will set up a 4-player wall. Mosley to take the kick.
Great stop. Got back Manuel. Looks like Brevard are trying to gain a momentum and getting the ball possessions. And Montez, way to stay stable in order to control the ball. Haley Glad driving in towards the middle. Mackenzie trying to go for the kick here, but it'll be blocked by Brevard. Brevard shutting that offense down.
Kelsey's been able to find space pretty consistently.
Warren Matson doing a good job for the hustle on the ball.
We'll have 2 substitutions now for the Knights. Esty Schneider in for Montez. And Natalie Blazer also back. So Warner working hard. And the Tornado defense able to stop her progress.
Natalie Blazer with a good steal. Great passes by the Knights that's going on right now. Trying to look for an opening. But Brevard doing a good job and shutting it down. And stolen from number 27, Michaela Rubin. Still going to be Brevard's ball.
Be Brevard with a free kick. Far side. Ball into the area. Well defended by Southern Virginia.
Natalie Blazer doing a good job on her foot handles.
It's like 4 substitutions coming on for Southern Virginia, 1 for Brevard during this break. Carissa Jenkins back in for Brevard. Desana Grabarczyk on for Southern Virginia.
Brevard trying to get possession of the ball here. With a great effort by Michaela Rubin. Natalie Blazer trying to create something here, but ends up resetting it back to Beth Manuel.
Other subs for Southern Virginia, Lucy Skidmore, Emily Rosenbaum, and Addie Newman. As Coach Stahl searches for the right combination to get the equalizer.
Knights trying to break it in, and it's going to be no good. It's going to be a kick for, oh, and it's going to be no good.
Great defense by Michaela Edwards, because that ball was loose right in front of the goal. And it was Desana Grabarczyk that had the opportunity, but Michaela Edwards quickly closed that off. Desana got the touch on the ball, but Michaela came out of nowhere to save that for the Tornadoes. So corner kick.
Going to be taken by Ashley Kelsey. And for a far kick from here from Emily Rosenbaum. Michaela Savakin putting up a good hustle here. Knights are trying to find their momentum back so they can get back into the scoring position. Looks like it's going to be another corner kick.
So again, the Knights continue to do a good job here on possessing the ball and creating something.
Kick going to be taken off. It's going to be no good.
It's kind of the difficult part of the game here where the Knights, they're playing with some urgency. Kind of tough to remain patient though. You got to balance that urgency with the patience here so you can still be effective on offense and create some more of those opportunities. Knights have had several right there, just unable so far to put one into the back of the net. But of course, a lot of that has to do with the Brevard defense. Twice tonight, a Brevard player, a defender, has taken the ball off of the goal line and prevented a would-be goal by Southern Virginia.
Knights trying to find an opening here. Looking for Ezzy Snyder. Brevard shutting it down.
But another corner kick coming up for Southern Virginia. So once again, they will set it up.
Addie Newman up to the play of the corner.
Once again, Brevard able to defend the corner well. They earn a goal kick for Nunez.
Knights trying to fight towards it. But Brevard is just shutting it down for the Knights from making it happen.
Skidmore. Skidmore attempts a cross. Brevard there to defend, and it goes out for a throw-in.
Looking for a kick here, but no one seems to be there. But as a fumbled in, oh, no good coming from the Knights.
A third time, second here in a matter of minutes, where again,
Yeah.
Brevard defender in the right place at the right time. Ball was past the goalie.
Brevard doing a great job and just really dialing in on their defense. Michaelis Vatican trying to come up to it, or Vacan. Oh God. No call from the refs there.
Well defended by Rosenbaum. Two more substitutions by Coach Rob Dahl.
Trying to make something happen here.
Delynn Peterson and Zoe Warner back on for the final 8 minutes and 50 seconds of this match. Handball. So that'll be free kick for Brevard. Knights looking to build their attack.
Zoe Warner looking for a good pass here. Snyder passing it to Haley Gadd. Presidenti Snyder. Going to Peterson. Peterson trying to look for a kick in. And Brevard shutting it down there.
Great ball by Delynn Peterson. She was able to get by Edwards. Was able to center the ball, and it looked, Francisco, like Zoe Warner lost her footing a little bit as she was trying to steady that ball.
Nice, trying to do whatever they can to get the ball in. And a big push that came on from there. No call from the refs.
regain possession, so they'll build once again.
Bacon trying to go far. Going to be saved by Manuel.
Five and a half minutes remaining.
Brevard trying to come in, but the Knights trying to maintain control. Hopefully drive in. And it looks like, Kobe, that Brevard are putting on a good pressure towards the Knights.
Yeah, they really don't want to let the Knights settle into what they're trying to do here offensively. So we're seeing some aggressive play as Brevard.
Knights wasting no time for the the clock is still running in just under 5 minutes.
Eddie Newman with some space in the box, sends it back for
Sends
Zoe.
it in,
And
and it's going to be no good.
Nunez gets a hand on it to push it up over the crossbar.
Everyone was on their feet there. Montez coming in.
So corner kick for the Knights.
Brevard trying to put the ball away. Montez trying to fight possession. Rosenbaum trying to find Lucy. Addie trying to find someone. Peterson. Snyder trying to look for a pass there, but couldn't find anyone there.
Two and a half minutes remaining. Brevard makes a substitution. Francisco at this point of the match likely to see Brevard any opportunity they get to send the ball out of bounds, down the field, anything to allow those seconds to continue clicking off the clock.
Yeah, doing a good job in maintaining the ball. This is going to be the Brevard's ball. What Brevard are trying to do right now is trying to waste time on the clock. But for the Knights, it's going to be the complete opposite. Peterson trying to go all the way through. second in. Ref not calling anything here. Still letting it play. Knights wasting no time here. Just under a minute now. Knights trying to get an opportunity here. But Brevard are doing a great job and staying calm in the defensive position.
Zoe Warner was there in the area. Another great defensive play made by Brevard, getting between her and the ball. "20 seconds left as the Knights try to find one more.
In. Esty Snyder trying to look for an opportunity for a far kick there. There you have it, Colby. Brevard taking the game and claiming the #1 seed in the conference.
No, a well fought match by both sides. And Brevard, they come out the victor as a result of that goal. Just a minute 10 into this second half. Of course, a possession the Knights probably would love to have all over again, but still the Knights, they created many opportunities in front of the goal, and you got to give credit there to not just Abby Nunez, but her back line as they swept 3 balls off of the goal line that were headed into the net. So congratulations to Brevard as they improved to 8-0 in USA South competition and 15-0 on the season. It's quite the impressive streak, 15 matches, as they are unable to prevent Southern Virginia from putting a ball into the goal here this evening. And as a result, like you said, Francisco, Brevard, they're going to claim that #1 seed going into the conference tournament. Southern Virginia will be the 2 seed, regardless of the outcome of their match at Mary Baldwin next week. Any final thoughts before we sign off here, Francisco?
Just an amazing match that these two teams have gone, and Brevard doing an amazing job on their defense on making sure that if Abby Nunez wasn't there, there was some defender right behind her, making sure defending on that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to the defense. 27 shots by Southern Virginia, 12 of them on goal. And like we said, 3 of them were past the goalkeeper, and defenders were able to fend off those balls that were on their way into the net. So once again, congratulations, Brevard, regular season champions of the USA South. I want to thank everybody for joining us here this evening. I'm Colby Kemp, along with Francisco Ramirez, wishing everybody a good evening, and as always, go Knights.